We are live in person and online. Jeff, find a seat. I like that shirt, buddy. That's a fine vintage shirt. Good evening, everybody. I'm Matthew Kellogg with the Appalachian Mountain Bike Club. Our chief audio, video tech, Dave, behind the cameras here. A man with many hats and mostly that hat. My agenda says it's April 2024. I know better. It is June. It is warm. The humidity level is perfect right now, though, I will say. It is fairly delightful. Everybody still needs to keep watch on the website. Storms do happen. We got about a half-inch of rain overnight. The gates at Baker were closed up. You would know that if you hop on our website, ambcknox.org, and check trail conditions, though. Thanks to Dave and the crew for not only closing gates, but also updating that website every day. It's a great education tool for all trail users as they go out and about on the trails. Another friendly reminder that gets mentioned every meeting is that anytime you run into trail conditions that are not favorable, say trees down or just really messy drainages, etc., shoot a photo of it, get a pin on your map and a screenshot of that, and send it to us at trails@ambcknox.org. And we will do our best to address that in a timely fashion. We have had an incredible volunteer working on that for a number of years. Alex Clark has been managing that email address and the volunteer Sawyers behind that for a number of years. And he is passing off the torch, and Dave and Warren and the crew are taking over that responsibility right now. And so I want everybody to put their hands together for Alex Clark for managing that email address for so many years. That was a huge lift for the community, and we very much appreciate that. If you see him around town, buy him a beer. I don't know if he likes ice cream sandwiches, but I bet he won't decline one. So news and recaps. We had a fantastic weekend for National Trails Day up at Big South Fork. We reserved the group campsite up there. By the way, we have already reserved the group campsite for next year, so put it on your calendar. The first weekend in June, we will be back at Big South Fork. E1, I believe, is our campsite again. We had a great time not only doing trail work out there, but ABC Social Ride, ABC Joyride both had rides out and about on the trail network at Big South Fork. Something else to mention that wasn't on my agenda, but something you may have seen in our email is that Cherry Creek Lodge got hit with a rather large windstorm or a tornado up there, and has had quite a bit of impact to their staff buildings up there. If y'all know and love Cherry Creek, consider donating to help them get back on their feet up there. There's a GoFundMe that is out and about on the internet, and help them out. I know it's a place that I visited for a long time. It's got a lot of great memories down there in the holler at Cherry Creek, and if you haven't been, look it up, book a stay, and ride your bike down into Cherry Creek and have Greg give you a great weekend down there at the lodge. We haven't met since Mega. We had a Mega work day back in May, and really did an amazing amount of work on a pretty crummy morning. I don't know who of y'all were here or were there that morning, but we had impending doom, I would say, all around us. I know lightning was striking in every direction as we arrived for the Mega Workday, but the skies cleared. We had over 75 people show up to help us on the 6 new trails that are now open at Concord. So the Ballfield property, you owe it to yourself to go out to the new property, or to the Ballfield property, and ride those 6 trails. It will be next week before they are up on Trail Forks. So it's kind of a choose your own adventure this week. Next week, you'll have a bit better direction. So look forward to seeing those trails updated on Trail Forks. If you are into paper maps, you could probably navigate based off of our site plans that are on our website as of this point. But it'll be much easier when you are a blue dot on a map. So six great trails over there, and one incredibly long picnic table. AMBC's longest picnic table. Yeah, this will likely come up in trivia somewhere around town. How long is the table at Concord? So the first person that whispers that in my right ear wins carrot out of my lunchbox here. So it's long. I'll just put it at that. And we actually got South Knoxville's greatest bridge builder, Southside Randy, actually drove out west and built that picnic table along with Jay Basil. So it'll be there for quite some time. Hey, Casey, Sam's here. We got some guests tonight that I'd like to bring up from Knox Track Club. Y'all will be up in a minute. So, Michael, you want to come up? Or who else coming up? Michael, Tony? Tony's going to come up too? All right. Come on up. So, the Knoxville Track Club has been running trail races for as long as there have been trails here in Knoxville. And they continue to have an incredible series that's year-long. Once a month, he says. All right, perfect. And it has been a tradition of the Knox Track Club to come and present a check each year, and we so much appreciate it. Oh, wait, there's some discrepancy on who's got the check. So, nonetheless, tell us a bit more, Michael, about what all y'all are working on, where the races are, how other folks can get involved, and what the trails mean to the running community.
Thanks, Matt. That sounds great. It's great to be here once again at Southside to talk to y'all and share a little trail talk. I'm Michael Delisle. This is Tony Owens. We've been working together on this trail series for a coon's age and a half. The trail series itself, the official series, has been going on this is the 21st year. And longer than that, at Big South Fork, you talk about Big South Fork, Bobby Glenn's been putting that race on there every September for 30 years. So been a lot of treading trails going on. We've got a real enjoyable series every year. Not too many really long races. Try to make it friendly to newbies as well as people who are established trail runners. We do have a new one coming up in September that Tony and Bethany are probably directing at Panther Creek. We ran at Panther Creek for 4 or 5 years back in the late aughts and early teens when John LaCroix, who was the chief park ranger, was on our committee at that time. He no longer is, so Tony and Kathy are going to just take the bull by the horns. We'll be camping out the night before and running a 5 and 10 mile race. And those are beautiful trails. If you haven't ever been up to Panther, come on up and join us September 7th for that one. So we've got a lot of good stuff coming up. We've got a race at Harwich on the 13th of July, going to Concord in August, and Panther Creek and Big South Fork in September. Norris Ultra 50K, 25K in November. And Dirty South Half Marathon and 10K in December. And then we start all over again. It's once a month for the most part, and we have a lot of fun doing it. We keep the prices down. We keep the fills kind of low, and it's a blast. We enjoy putting these races on, and people keep enjoying coming on out there. So we'd love to have AMBC folks coming out to every one of our races. So we've been doing this for a long time, and we started probably, 10, 11, 12 years ago. We've always taken the profits of the trail races series. For years, we directed it back into the track club's youth program, but the track club really doesn't have a youth program anymore. So back 10 years or so ago, we got all of Matt and Brian Hand and said, hey, well, can we give you some money? And surprisingly, they said, sure. So we've been doing this little thing of writing checks, and this wadded up piece of paper right here, worth roughly $3,456.76. Oh, nice. Who's counting? We're happy to do it. Don't know if it'll be the same amount next year. Might be a little less. We hope to keep it that size or bigger if we can. But it's just something that we're trying to give back. I'm fairly decrepit with a mechanical knee and an ankle that needs replacing, so I can't get out on the trail and do a lot of trail work. Tony's going to have a new knee here for long. So we're basically paying y'all to do the work on the trails. We'll buy you out if we can. Tony, what do you think about this whole procedure?
MD, you've already said most everything, but we just wanted to thank you guys again. We know how much work you guys put into maintaining the trails, taking down all the trees that get in. Of course, we jump over some of them, but we just appreciate everything that AMBC does every year, including expanding new trails. We need to talk about the stuff across the street from IC King, by the way.
There we go.
Anyway, thank you very much to AMBC.
And a huge thank you from everybody here. We really appreciate the support. It gets doubled and tripled in so many ways by leveraging the volunteers that we have and our staff and also our AmeriCorps relationships. We will spend this many times, believe it or not. Another thing, how old is KTC?
61.
61 years old. That's amazing. And so KTC is one of those organizations that I look up towards. As we look for the planning of AMBC, we are a young organization, and it's so cool to be able to interact with y'all and for y'all to help support us younglings out there on the nonprofit front. So thank you so much. Appreciate it. And we'll see you on the trails.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, indeed. So thank you. All right. Next up, we've got folks from Wildside, which is a new trail network just outside of town. So who from Wildside is going to talk this evening? All three of you. All right. Gather around the microphone. I don't have that many carrots to share, but we'll go from here. All right. Camera's over there for the internet. So.
All right. Well, I'll start it off. I am Austin Martin. I am our communications manager. Up a little closer. There we go. Usually I'm too loud, so not used to that. But I do all the fun stuff right now. These guys are doing a lot of hard work over there. I just get to talk about the really cool stuff. We have Wildside. It is 900 acres. It's located in Pigeon Forge. If you're familiar with the area, it's traffic light number 10. You go 9-ish minutes off of the parkway. You'll be out near Wares Valley. Absolutely beautiful mountain trails. We have 18 miles of trails collectively between our UTVs, our mountain biking, and our e-biking trails. Right now, 9 miles of mountain biking trails are completed at this time. So we're super excited to partner with Specialized. And if you're into the Can-Ams, we also do the Uncharted Society. So we're super excited to get this launched. We're about 2 weeks away from actually opening. So we're super excited, getting very close to that. And here to talk about a few fun things, Hunter is here. He talks all things bikes all day long. He's taught us a lot here at Wildside. So Hunter, take.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having us out. I'm a little bit, sorry, everybody can hear me now. I'm a little bit familiar with the Knoxville biking scene. Of course, I've raced some of the Knoxville Wednesday night series, so may have seen some of you guys around. Do see a familiar face over there. Can't forget single speed legends. So, yeah, as far as the trails go, though, I think it is going to be something that you guys will get to come out and experience and enjoy. We do have a jump track located at the bottom of the base, so that's something a little bit different. We have a dual slalom coming in, so that'll be something that's neat. It's not going to be maybe as big as some of the dual slaloms, but it will be a neat piece to have out there and come and compete to each other. So for you guys that are competitive and want to ride side by side and get that local competitive edge going, that'll be a good thing for everybody. The trails are draining well too. So as far as if trails aren't looking good down here, you guys have had some rain in some of the lower areas, I think it'll be another good place to come out and pick up some rides when the rain isn't allowing for this area as well. So if you're looking to ride some Specialized bikes, maybe you're wanting to rent out the Enduro or one of the stunt jumpers that we have, that'll be another good opportunity to come out and try something with some bigger travel and some of the jump lines we have out there as well. So yeah, definitely hope you guys come out and visit the trails and see what we have to offer and enjoy some extra riding in the area.
Hi there, my name's Kelsey, and I am the race director. So we are opening roughly within a month or so, and starting August 11th, we will have our first mountain biking race. It is cross country. We will have a practice day on August 10th. It is approximately a 7-mile course. And I just want to highlight that our trails were built with Sean Leader from Southern Gravity, Night Ides crew, and Randy and Zach Connor with Contour Trail Design Company. So our trails are probably well-known builders around here. We are a USCA sanctioned event, so your points will count towards national ranking. Go Nuts is our official and timing company. You might have heard their name around. They are also the ones who mapped our course. We will have cash prize payouts for the pro categories for second and third, and then other prizes and medals for the other categories. I just heard back today from Little Debbie's. We will have more videos of our trails appearing on our social media, so keep an eye out for that. We are going to be offering a discount to AMBC members. So when you come to the park, let us know you're part of the club, and you will get a discount on the Bring Your Own Bike Pass or the shuttle. And Austin has one more thing to add.
So like I said, we are just about 2 weeks away from grand opening. But if you want to be some of the first people to experience our trails, we are having a behind the scenes day. We'll be passing out these little cards. If you just scan the back of it, it'll take you to a Google form and you can kind of come out, experience what it is before we get open. And also please share on your social media. We're trying to build this community up. So make sure to tag us at Wildside TN on most platforms.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for coming out. And I hope to make it out on one of the days before it all opens. And they're right. They've got a great crew of builders that helped them build up there. The list of common characters for Knoxville trails. So it's great to hear that they drain well. Another option for us, another option for visitors coming from all around. That area of our community has really lacked in trail access for quite some time. So it's great to see the work that y'all have put on the ground, and can't wait to see it grow. And for those who like to race, get out there and race with Go Nuts. Madeline, do you have a Joyride update for us? Excellent. Thank you so much, Madeline. Okay, that's the first guess I've gotten.
Okay. I had to guess the picnic table length. Hey, I'm Madeline. I'm from AMBC Joyride, and we get women on bikes throughout the year. We have all levels of rides, all the way from new rider to advanced, and we would love to have all you ladies join us. So last month we had a ride at Big South Fork. I heard it was kind of wet and wild, so that sounded fun. It rained a little bit. And then yesterday we had a new and beginner ride at Icy King, and it was so much fun to see these ladies who, are trying to get in a mountain biking ride. Icy King is an awesome place to ride if you're a new or beginner rider. The new trails are great. We had a blast. And our next ride is going to be an intermediate ride in Norris on July 21st, not 31st. And we would love to have you come to experience Norris. So check the AMBC website. We have all of our rides planned out for the rest of the year, and we would love to have you come.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Madeline, for all you do for Joyride. Carmen was unable to make it, and I didn't have time to ask around. Anybody from Social Ride? I'm scanning the crowd right now. I don't see Will. Oh, Amanda, you want to say anything about Social Ride, or you want me to? Amanda's coming out. I like his tennis shoes. Yeah, there you go. What you got?
Oh, Lord. Okay, don't cuss.
Don't cuss.
Yes,
no.
don't cuss. Okay.
No, my son is right there.
I know.
Yeah.
So we had the two bikes camping trip this past weekend. I did not go, but I heard it was great. You got,
food.
From the pictures I saw, great turnout, great food, a lot of good feedback. Not tomorrow Tuesday, but the next Tuesday is Big Fun Tuesday, July 2nd at IAMS. So we will have a group ride leaving there at 6 p.m. Meet around 5:30ish. We'll group up, head out. That's an intermediate ride, but we do try to split those groups. We'll have kind of a chiller intermediate, and then if somebody wants to go faster, we'll have a faster intermediate group. No pressure. Anybody can do these rides. July 20th. Yes, go Vols. July 20th, we are planning a group ride from Baker Creek. We don't have the ride exactly planned yet. We're still working on that, but we will get that out on the website soon. So look for that. I think that's about it for us right now.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay. All right.
Well, thanks so much. New food truck is going to be there on Big Fun Tuesday. It's a sandwich truck. It looked delicious. I believe it is called. It's going to come to me here in a little bit. When it comes to me, I'll say it. The ride, Amanda, is the ride going to leave at 6 or 6:30? All right. It'll be on the site as soon as that is determined. So, Chris Joyce, get up here. AYC. They are currently practicing at Concord. I do know that. Ripping up the new trails, which is awesome. I've heard good reviews. Yep. What else is going on in the club?
Well, it's summertime, so it's game on, and there we go. It's a little better right there. Yeah, so school's out and game on. There's, of course, vacations and all that going on, but we don't have to worry about lights. All we have to do is keep everybody drinking, and we're having a great time with them. We're having good turnout. We're lucky enough to have some new coach volunteers. We always need more. That doesn't mean, that we have full staff, but have a couple here with me tonight. And so we're still doing our standard or what has become a lovely standard. We have an array of the Concord ride on Mondays, and then we do our ride on Wednesday nights here in South Knoxville Urban Wilderness. And then we have a new one on Fridays. We're putting together a haul ride. So we have a lot of options around town. We, like I've said before, focus a lot. Our kind of core group is middle school, high school. But if you have riding abilities, we even are helping out the little ones. So we've had some 5-year-olds, and they're having a ball. And there's nothing like watching them learn and get stoked about bikes. So yeah, that's our big thing. While I have this thing though, I think everybody knows. Yeah, watch out. Okay. But our local gravel race, Hartford's coming up August 4th, always first Sunday in August. So it's going to be the same wonderful, fun experience, great bike shop support. And the 50 is the big fun race ride. The Hartford is just, if you haven't had enough, come out for more. So you'll be seeing more on social media about that as we get the details together, but registration's open, and get your friends together and make plans.
Thank you so much. Excellent. All right. Dave, you want to talk for the trail crew, or you want me to give a synopsis of what all y'all been up to? All right. He gave me the leeway. All right. So the trail crew has been doing amazing things out and about. They've been over at Concord quite a bit. You will have noticed a revision to a jump line over there. The crew is, the name of that trail again is Strike Zone. So that was a trail that Shaggy built a few years ago. It was a green jump line. The new plan called for that to be biggie sized essentially. So that became a blue jump line. These guys knocked it out of the park. Go smile yourself away over there at Concord. Make a note, check the website, but those trails generally dry quicker than South Knoxville for sure. And so it is always a good option if things out south are looking a little dicey. And you've got some really great options on that new series of trails, some great loop options to check out there. They did quite a bit of invasive management over at Kellogg Ridge. You're going to notice a swath that looks a bit heavy-handed, I might say, but believe it or not, all of that was honeysuckle, bush honeysuckle, the size of very healthy trees. Nonetheless, opened up that corridor quite a bit. I know AYC often on their practices have made note that tunnel, that green tunnel, was a little bit on the dangerous side. So don't have to worry about sight lines as far as running up on runners or hikers and dog walkers. A lot easier for trail users to get along, which is great. They've been doing a bit of touch-up around South Knoxville as well. So they worked last week over at Bay Creek. They worked as well over at Imes, doing some drain work at Ross Marble and Burnett Ridge. You're also going to notice that they were out at IC King doing quite a bit of tree work, and as well mowing down some of the tall grasses that are alongside the trails there. Where the crew is headed, they're going to be up at Loyston here shortly. One day this week, they're going to be up there. They're over at 10 trees that are up there at Loyston that TVA's asked us to give a little help on. So we're going to head up there. You will notice that Baker may have some closures when we get some significant rain, and closures after it seems like it should be open. And that is because we need to get to resurface some landers over there. And so once we get sufficient moisture, we're going to tear into some of those landers and get them groomed up for the summer. You're also going to notice quite a few bridge replacements all around the network. Casey Sink, our AmeriCorps teammate, just got finished with an incredible binder that inventories every single one of our bridges and sort of categorizes how we need to replace things. So we're going to be knocking those off as we have time as well. So with that, if anybody has anything else, I will open the floor to anybody who would like to speak. Mary Beth has something. Okay. Kenny says that John Muir Trail is now open up at Big South Fork. So that is good news. It was linking logs, if you will, just packed full of down timber. And I would give the rest of the park a little bit of grace period on that. There was just a ton of damage in that area. So with that, I'm going to sign off for tonight. We will see you on the fourth Monday of July. That will be July the 22nd. Toodaloos. Thank y'all.